family adventure. That's GBtoBG. Yes, Great Britain to Bulgaria. We bought a rural property in a village not too far from sunny beach.
Good morning guys, dobro utro. I'm back at Varna Airport and dropping the hire car off. So it was a hell of a run up here. Coming up in the morning probably was not the best idea, especially first thing. Hit quite a bit of traffic over the mountain road and quite hectic coming in through Varna. But I managed to get the car filled up with fuel and dropped off. So yeah, it's been a good hire car. We've had it for a week. We've done what we needed to do. And now I've got the challenge of the bus stop. So I'm now at the bus stop and trying to work out, there's two buses that go in opposite directions. So now I've got to find out which one to jump on to get into Varna itself. And from Varna, find my way back down to Sunny Beach. So this is going to be a good 2-hour bus journey. But fingers crossed, I'll get back to Sunny Beach in one piece without too many difficulties. Catch you later guys. Do skoro. Hey guys, so started the second week back here in Sunny Beach and yeah, back at the good old condo bar. So today's been an interesting one. We decided we were going to purchase a bus pass to take us from Sunny Beach to Gibovsa, our village, and we were under the impression it was going to cost us half of what it actually did. So for a month's bus pass, it's cost us 120 leva each. What was that in pounds? It worked out to about about £52.50 for a month's bus pass, which is quite expensive really. But we worked it out, and that would be 17 trips to Sunny Beach in a month, and then we'd have got our money back anyway. So it's worth doing, even out of season for us, because having the kids, wanted to bring them down to the beach, nipping backwards and forwards for a bit of shopping, or nipping backwards and forwards for a hardware store and things like that. It's well worth it. But yeah, just another big expense that I wasn't quite ready for. But after saying that, probably a damn sight cheaper than what it is back in the UK. I don't think I've ever had a bus pass in the UK, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, money well spent. We don't have to just use it to Sunny Beach. We can stop at the villages on the way to and from our village, but it only stands for one bus route, and that's our bus route, so we can't use it to go anywhere else. So yeah, it does seem a bit steep, but it is what it is. Yeah, isn't it? You like going on the bus, don't you? Yes. Yeah, you like the buses. So yeah, catch you later guys. Do skoro. Hi guys, we're now on the evening of Wednesday of our second week. So I decided it was time to start taking some of the grapevines back. So they've obviously borne fruit. We've got absolutely tons and tons of grapes that unfortunately went over before we got a chance to pick them. So we've lost quite a bit of the crop. But it is expected, it's all a learning curve. But what we have found out is that now all the leaves are dropping off the vines, it's a good time to cut it back and be quite aggressive, cutting it all back, get rid of as much of the vine as you can, leaving the main trunk with about a couple of feet of growth off that, and then obviously next spring when the sun comes back and it gets a bit of rain, the vine will start to grow again, and if we don't cut it back now, it just means that when we come back next year it's going to be really out of hand. It's going to be a lot more work. So trying to save myself some effort in the long run, so I bought myself a new tool. Now this thing's brilliant. It extends up to like silly lengths, and it has a saw attachment as well that I've not put on, but can't fault it. It's cost me a bit. It's cost me about 85 leather, but after saying that, it saves me going up and down ladders, and as you know over here with the healthcare system being what it is, if I can avoid a potential accident, I will do. So being able to keep 2 feet on the ground and prune with this thing, absolutely wicked. So once I've done the grapevine, I'm going to challenge the cherry tree. Now, those of you that have been watching last summer, watching all our vlogs, will have seen that this cherry tree is absolutely glorious in summer. So much fruit, it's unbelievable. However, it is now getting to a size where over the past few years, while nobody's lived here, it's growing over the top of our property. So I need to take that back. I'm not risking it causing any damage to our roof. So it needs to come back a little bit and basically just get control over it. I mean, it's been left. Nobody's pruned it back. Nobody's coppiced anything here at all. So it just needs a little bit of work. Our mulberry tree is the same. The mulberry tree is getting quite large, needs cutting back, and the main challenge is the rear of the property, the rear of the house, because we've got like three or four trees there that if I don't start dealing with now, they're going to start doing some damage. They're already touching the roof at the back, but that's going to be a bit bigger job. That's going to be a chainsaw job, not just a bit of pruning. So I'll save that for a cloudy day. Yeah, those of you that have been trying to keep up with us, so we've come out in autumn, we've come out at the end of October, expecting it to be much cooler. We're now in November and we've had 30-degree temperatures today, so absolutely unbelievable. I thought it was supposed to get cooler and it really hasn't done. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys other than I'm going to crack on and get as much of this done as possible today and see what tomorrow brings. Catch you later. Do skoro. Good morning guys, dobro jutro. Yeah, Thursday morning and we're already out and about and having a coffee at the Pink Bar in Orizari, which is the next village down towards Sunny Beach from us. Waiting for our friends to go and wave goodbye to Marita, who's been a fantastic friend since we've known her, since we got over here, and she's off back to South Africa for a few months. So once we've said goodbye, we won't see Marita until when we come back in May. So even later than that, we don't know yet for sure. But the kids are enjoying their ice cream, I'm enjoying a coffee, beautiful sunshine yet again. Can't fault it, can you? Not bad for beginning November. So catch you later guys. Dobro jutro, good morning. We are now on the, let me get this right, Friday of our second week here, and as you may have just seen, we had another day of relaxing and drinking in the sun yesterday while we said goodbye to Marita, who is off back to South Africa for a few months, so we won't see her now until sometime next summer. So it was a few goodbye drinks and means that didn't get anything done yesterday. So today need to make a bit of an effort. So the tree behind me is the cherry tree, and I've got my new extendable pruning device. So I think I'm going to challenge this today and then possibly try and get some of the fig trees removed and do a bit of chainsaw work later. But it's a lot of work. I'm just going to have to crack on with it. So yeah, stay tuned. So guys, the other day I alluded to the fact that we have all these trees at the rear of our property, which are now taking over the roof space, which is not what we want. It's just going to cause damage to the tiles and the roof. So it's time to fire up the chainsaw and see if I can get through some of it. It's quite a mess. Might take me all day, but I'll give it a couple of hours and see how we're going on. Got to be mindful over here as well. They have a quiet time in the afternoon. I'm assuming that still stands in winter, where things quieten down between 2 o'clock and 4. So I've got to be mindful of that. But I've just noticed as well, this is a secondary almond tree. So we've got 2 almond trees back here for me to deal with, as well as figs and whatever else I find. But I didn't realise that one was an almond tree. So yeah, see what happens. So, about halfway there now. Absolute nightmare stuff to get through. Some of the trees aren't too bad, but others are just horrendous. But yeah, and the big mistake I made is because it was cloudy when I started, there was a bit of cloud cover, I didn't put any sun cream on, and now the sun's absolutely blazing and my arms are burnt to pieces, and typical me, just crack on with things. So yeah. So even though we've come over here to work because it's cooler, that's not happened yet. It's still absolutely roasting. Today will be mid to high 20s again, and yeah, just hard work. But I'm getting there. So another two or three trees to sort out behind our kitchen, and then I can start pruning back what we're going to keep. I really want to keep the almond trees. I like the idea of having almonds. So I might prune that back. It's not too close to the house. So yeah, we've got the old neighbours across the road as well watching what's going on, which is always nice. Bulgarians do take an interest in what we're doing. But yeah, just getting on with it, getting it done as quick as I can. See you in a bit. Good morning, dobro jutro. We are now on Sunday, 6th of November, and it's early morning. As you can see, a bit of cloud today. So yesterday we were sat out in glorious sunshine at the bar, and had a bit of a chilled, relaxing day yesterday. But today we've got one of our Bulgarian friends, Slash. He's coming up to the house. He's a builder, so he's going to have a look at a couple of jobs. Going to take a look at the roof and see if we can do anything to winterise the property. So yeah, you can now start feeling that autumn's here. What will tend to happen is, as we go on today, that sun will just burn through the clouds, and by lunchtime it'll be bright and sunny and warm again. But we do know that winter's coming, so we're not expecting a harsh winter before we go home. We've been told that December's not always that bad. It's mainly January and February that gets much colder. That's when they get the snow. But yeah, village life is good at the moment. It's quite busy in the village. Lots of people that have been away working all summer are back, so there's quite a lot of life in the village. It's quite nice. Not really spent much time in our village bar because we've been going down into town, into Sunny Beach, or going down to the Pink Bar in Orisari, just because that's where our friends are. But I will make the effort to go into our local bar and try and make friends with some of our Bulgarian neighbours. What else is there to tell you? Not a lot really. Today's going to be a case of, let's see what Slash says. He'll probably give me a list of jobs to do, because I can only get hold of him on a Sunday because he works the rest of the week. So he'll give us a few hours today, and if he gives us a few hours every Sunday, then we're laughing. I'm now off to the shop to pick up some bread and some fruit and veg for the kids. And oh, as you can see, tell it's Sunday, church doors are open, So needless to say, we'll be hearing the church bells very, very soon. We've not actually been into the church yet, but it's something that we should do. It would be nice to go in and actually make the effort. What did I say about church bells? Amazing. So, everybody get off, sir. If you're not awake yet, get up, get to church. It's Sunday. Brilliant. Oh, he's not given up yet. Anyway guys, catch you later. So guys, I thought I'd give you a bit of a run through of what I've just bought from the shop. So, nice fresh loaf of bread, some nice cheese. The cheese over here in Bulgaria is a bit like a feta cheese, absolutely gorgeous. 2 cucumbers, nice fresh tomatoes, obviously for a Shopska salad, and some apples for the boys. And the whole lot came to under £4. So, can't really complain, can we? And what do you like, Cody?
Apples.
Apples. So guys, today's the day we're making a start on some of the work. You can hear Cody behind me, he's very excited. So we've got Slash here up on the roof, just taking a look at things and winter-proofing it, so no water can get in when the rain comes. So yeah, we're making a start. As you can see, I'm still pruning trees, and this almond tree at the rear of our property is a bit of a mess. It's grown into the cables, so the cables above us are for the telephones, TV cables, and the very top ones are electric cables. So I'm having to be very, very careful pruning these back. I'm trying to prune them back away from the cables and then take some of the big branches down. But while I'm doing it, I'm just casually picking off the almonds and eating them, and they're absolutely lovely. And this is what being in Bulgaria is all about. There is free food everywhere, and it's surprising, even when we're on the bus driver will pull up, jump off the bus and collect a dozen walnuts from the side of the road, or some almonds from the side of the road, and then jump back on the bus, carry on driving. So it's yeah, it's amazing really. Wasps everywhere at the moment. But yeah, the almonds are nice, so I'm going to get Cody to come out afterwards and collect a bag full of almonds for us. But yeah, back to pruning. Hi guys, so we've left Slash at the house, continuing with the roof today, while we've nipped into town. And as you can see, we're wrapping up a little bit warmer, so it's now, I don't know what day it is. It's now Monday, and tomorrow will be the end of our second week here. And it's been nice, isn't it? We've had nice weather up until yesterday, and we've got a bit of cloud, so it's still warmish. It's just cloud covered. But all that means is the beer changes to coffees, and we do a little bit of shopping in town, head back to the house, and continue with all the hard work. You still having fun?
Yes.
You love Bulgaria? Yeah. Where would you rather be, Bulgaria or England?
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Yay. Well guys, just trying to prove that it's not all glamorous. So we're now in the new part of our house, if you like, the extension part, where we're going to basically make this room into our kitchen. So if you remember from our early videos, the old petrol was over here, and there was a dining table in here and chairs, and that was pretty much it. So it became apparent that obviously with this part being newer, that it's settled and as it's settled, we've developed some cracks in the plaster. So Slash has spent another day on the roof, and then he came into this room and asked me to do some homework. And the homework was to scrape back anything that's loose, sweep all the walls down, and PVA the walls. So I've done that. So tomorrow he's going to come in, he's going to put up some mesh, and then once it's all meshed, he's then going to finish it off with a skim of plaster, and he thinks that'll be absolutely fine. It will cover up the cracks that are here. He's basically saying the cracks shouldn't get any worse. They've been like that for 4 years. No more movement, so he's not too worried at all. He's had a look at the foundations, had a look at the structure, and said there's no issues. So yeah, it's all good. So it's now late evening, and I've just finished doing my homework. Cheers, Slash. Right guys, see you all tomorrow. Recognised.